Welcome back to Talking Soccer with Chris and Will. This is Will,
This is Chris.
and we're back with another episode talking about LA Galaxy's recent run of form and some OCSC news, Orange County Soccer Club. But before we get started, like we always do, how was your last few weeks? Right? I know we last time I saw you
Yeah,
was at the wedding.
it's been a
It's
minute,
been
right?
a little
Yeah,
bit, yeah.
so I think right before the season started, the MLS season. So yeah, quite a bit. Just had the wedding reception. Was it like a month now? I think that was the last time I saw you. A little tipsy too, by the way. But
A lot tipsy. My God, I don't want to talk about that. My mom's
yeah,
still
but
giving me crap about that till
really,
today.
I think everybody had a good time. No, it didn't look. Everybody looked. Nobody looked like way too like they had way too much fun. But no, but it was good seeing you out there, man. Your mom, everybody else. But it went with.
It's
It was
really
like a
nice.
whirlwind. It's hard to like keep track. Like I was saying like earlier, I'm like I don't even know what I did like last week. But no, it was good. But I haven't been up to much. Just it was basically just getting ready for the reception after we recorded last time. So it was like hectic month leading up to it. Then I was in Germany for work last week, and then yeah, it's just been just a lot of just trying to get back into like a normal rhythm. But other than that, man, not too much going on. So how about you? What you been up to?
Feels like life's sped up a little bit since you got married, huh? Feels like it. I mean, you have
Hmm.
work too to
Yeah.
kind of throw in there too into the mix. I bet. For
Hmm.
me, I've been good.
Yeah.
I've been holding down the fort, going to all the home Galaxy games. Went to that Messi game. Since we were gone, since we were last recorded, that was a great game. You know, we'll talk about that probably in the future here. But I caught holding down the fort, like I said, and then also kind of a little bit transitioning into soccer more. I mean, baseball in my personal life because
Hmm.
opening day is coming soon. So, you know, looking at baseball a little bit more,
Oh yeah,
looking at
I
stats and
am.
stuff like
I'm
that
looking.
recently.
Yeah, I was looking at. Well, I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I live near Dodger Stadium, so I was looking at tickets. I'm like, oh, I want to go so bad, but I don't want to root for the Dodgers. But I think I'm gonna end up going. I don't know about this. This is opening weekend for them, so I wanted to go tomorrow or not Saturday, but like Sunday maybe.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure. But anyways, sorry, man.
Yeah, no, be prepared to
Interrupted.
pay. Be prepared to pay an arm and a leg. But that's the beauty of an American
Hmm.
of being American, liking sports. We got a lot to choose from down here. But our number one, is football, is soccer, MLS. At least for me, it's the LA Galaxy. And speaking of the LA Galaxy, man, have you caught any of the recent games recently and kind of the run of form,
Yeah,
unbeaten
so
through five?
yeah, I mean, yeah, totally different, you know, turnaround versus a year ago when it was probably like the worst start, one of the worst starts in MLS. So this year I mean, they've gone unbeaten, right? So I remember I was so bummed that I couldn't go to the LA, I'm sorry, the Inter Miami game, and I'm
You can just
sure
call it
there
the
was.
Messi game.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody's just
sure
calling it the Messi
it was
game.
just messy fans everywhere, not even
Yeah.
Miami fans. But it looked good, and they looked pretty good. I feel like the draw wasn't like fair to them, like based on their
Mhm.
performances. But I mean, they've been playing well. I mean, I think there's a couple games, there's a couple draws, right? A couple wins as well. But I think overall they look solid. They have like they have like a final product up top, and maybe we'll speak on that a little bit later on. But overall, I think it looks promising. I feel like they're improving. They'll improve as the season goes on. But they just beat Sporting KC,
Comeback
had
game
a couple
too.
draws. Yeah, I had a couple draws. St. Louis City, Nashville. That I feel like that should have been a win, and then they had a very good showing versus San Jose, that second game of the season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but then they have two good games coming up this Saturday, which you'll be there, right?
Mm.
Rain or not, rain or
Rain or
sunshine.
shine. Yeah,
Right? Seattle
that's it.
Sounders. That's always a good game. And my neck of the woods, we're gonna have LA Galaxy versus LAFC. So, and that's the week after, next week, I believe.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I feel like that's going to be a good metric to see where they're at. So they're currently sitting second place, right, in the Western Conference as of tonight. So
Yeah.
they're looking good.
Yeah, I mean, and just to talk about like the recent run of form, I mean, just starting with how the season started, right? Like you talked about the Messi game, the first game. I mean, what a difference between that game and the first game of last season, where there was a boycott and there wasn't even fans in the stadium, right? We were the supporter group was boycotting it, empty stadium, and the difference now. We need to go to a game, Chris, for sure. You need to see the difference in the atmosphere. There's a DJ before you go in. Like now I want to go in like 30 minutes before the game because there's incentives, you get free stuff, and you see usually a pretty good DJ. So far there's been like a Coachella DJ. Pretty cool. You're like sitting there just going like moving to the music and stuff, and they added a bunch of new stuff too, like lasers, CO2 cannons. Yeah, so now I think that maybe is helping too, or kind of changing the environment around the team. I mean, the whole team feels like a different environment, and I think that's contributing maybe to that recent run of form that we're talking about, right? But is there any players that really stand out for you? I know I have my list of players that stand out.
Yeah. So yeah, before I jump into that, no, that was a good point. I think I heard, I forgot who it was from the Galaxy was interviewed on the Corner of the Galaxy podcast a couple of weeks ago. I think it was maybe like head of marketing or one of the person responsible, I guess, for like the marketing department for the Galaxy. And yeah, there's talking about, like you said, the kind of the new atmosphere around the club, bringing in that DJ for like added kind of different dimension to the atmosphere. I heard that's really a cool aspect that they've added now. It kind of gives it like a more like a party vibe a little bit. I'm guessing, right? I don't know. What did you think about it when you were there, like having the music, and then you have the I guess we have the the folks in the stands, um, providing that the atmosphere as well versus last year, I think, where, like you said, it was boycott, so it was really much of an atmosphere. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
think
night and
I'm
day.
looking forward to experience it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's night and
So
day different. But yeah, you should
really,
definitely
okay.
you should definitely come out for sure. Yeah, I mean, definitely we'll plan it out soon. I know maybe you wouldn't want to go to this weekend's game with that rain, but we'll plan out a game soon so you can see what it's like. But usually it's been a sellout every home game, and I mean they're getting packed again. People are excited about the team. There's this buzz that hopefully maybe it's too early, but hopefully this Galaxy team is back to the glory they used to be, right? Up in the
Mhm.
table,
Yeah,
up there.
yeah, I agree. I think it's like they're probably the most prestigious. Oh, excuse me, MLS club. They championship pedigree. Um, we have the fence, the history. So yeah, so I think especially in LA, like once a team is playing well, you're gonna get that the support from the fans for sure. No, but I guess going back to kind of what the standout players for me have been so far, there's a couple, I guess, couple players that come to mind just through the first handful of games. Like obviously for me, seeing Pansel and his impact on the wing, has been incredible. I think he more than has filled in for Boyd, even though I didn't like that he left the club. I think Pansel just brings a different dimension, like just the speed at which he like operates, how he attacks defense. I think that's been great to see. They haven't had that in quite a while. And
Right.
then Joveljic up top, I think he's turned it around. I was a little concerned not signing a marquee striker up top, but I mean five goals out of five in 5 games. That's I think he's leading, if I'm not mistaken, leading the scores chart so far. And I guess in the midfield, Delgado has looked really well, really good. And I guess Yoshida anchoring the defense at the back. So I guess those would be kind of the players that stand out to me so far in
And
the
you
early part of
mentioned
the season.
Delgado, but and it's crazy to say Delgado's name when it's you have a DP, a DP on the other side of it, which is Ricky Pooch, right, as your number 10. It's crazy to think, but yeah, you're right. Delgado's balling out right now. I think he just made team of the week last week as well. Really well deserved for that guy. I mean, he's winning. He's doing all the dirty work from what I've seen. He's winning balls back. He's also, doing those really good passes. That goal that he scored to be the winner, that really kind of put that icing on the cake for him. Really good positioning that he's on, always part of the attack, always willing to defend. All those things are really making, he makes him really good number 8. He's willing to go kind of box to box, do whatever he has to do for the team. For me, that was my standout guy is Marky Delgado, just because of the workload he's been doing. He's really making everything kind of flow. And then you're right, you got Paintel and Joveljic, and you're right, Joveljic is number 1 right now, league leader in goals. Hopefully that doesn't stop and that keeps going, right? I think he has a chance this Saturday to break a record for the most consecutive home games scored. So he really does have the opportunity leave his mark here on the LA Galaxy. Not only that, but have you caught any of his interviews or any of the other podcasts kind of talking about Joveljic and kind of his mindset going into camp and going into the season?
No, I did. I've heard. I guess he just he is a very. I think from what I heard again from maybe Corner of the Galaxy, them speaking to him at maybe during the preseason. I know it was very going into the preseason. He was felt very confident that he would be able to kind of be a good fit for the system that the Vanny wanted to put together. But no, I haven't listened to him. But have you had a chance to listen to him kind of talk about this season or kind of
Yeah, I
what his
mean,
thoughts were?
just like the podcast, from what I've seen, I mean, from Corner of the Galaxy, what they've talked about, they were talking about how he has a boatload of confidence. He wants this attention. He believes he's going to perform at a high level and prove us that he should be that striker that should be in there. So, hey, credit to him. That he's so far so good on the goals, but you know, I don't want to be nitpicky because he does have a ton of goals, but the watching these games, there's a lot of sitters that he's not finishing, and it's hard to be critical of him because he is scoring and he is leading the league. But you just want to see some of those going as well. Just a little bit clearer head, things like that. But one other thing I want to mention about Joveljic is the guy's mentality. For me, that's something I really appreciate about the guy. He's one of those, like, you challenge him and he's gonna do the best he can. During COVID, he became one of the top 100 chess players in the world. So just to show you, like, what this guy can do, he
Oh,
has a
interesting.
mentality. Yeah, he has a
as a
mentality
as a
to
cerebral guy.
yeah, exactly that. When he really puts his mind to it and really does something, he'll achieve it. So, hats off to him. Makes me like him a little bit more, and we'll see if he can continue that run of form that he's going on too this weekend, right? Now
Yeah,
you
definitely. I
mentioned,
think I'm looking
oh,
forward to see how. Uh, no, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm just looking forward to see how the season progresses. As maybe the chemistry gets better with the
yeah,
team. You're incorporating quite a bit of new pieces in there, and it'll be interesting to see how the some of the injured guys are reintegrated back into the lineup. But you know I wouldn't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But I think it'll be interesting to see how the season goes, and kind of how the chemistry goes with all the players, and kind of get some of these guys a full healthy roster. They're going to need it, right, as we get into the season and into some of the extracurricular activities right outside of the MLS season. So yeah, looking forward to it.
yeah. Same here. Hopefully this team can really build on that chemistry that they've been kind of bringing together the last few weeks, and also incorporating Peck, which he's been out. Our other DP, he's been out, for a few weeks for a couple of different reasons. I think the visa was part of it. Also, he just got married,
Mhm.
kind of like you there. He got married this year as well. He went on a little trip too, so I'm sure all that kind of is slowing him down. But I'm looking forward to seeing him kind of get it into the fold and seeing how that's going to work. But so far, it's cool to see that we don't really need to force him in. We've been winning games without Peck being like the number one guy, which it's good. It shows that we have a backup. One quick shout out I want to mention too is Cerrillo. Man, that kid's a dude. Like when he went up to Messi in his face and just said something to him and got in his face, I was like, wow, this kid really has some balls on him. And I guess he might have said that Messi said something. He chirped something to him like
Mhm.
personally, and that kind of set him off. Which, I mean, I guess maybe I would have too. But even if it's Messi, I don't know if you
Yeah,
would have.
no, no,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
good.
you would have too. Maybe not
Um,
Ronaldo for
I
you.
probably uh, no, I get kind of heated, I think, when it comes to like competitive activities. But no, it's good. I think so. We had, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the front three develop. Like, so
Mhm.
Pencil and Gabriel Peck, with Jovic up top. Yeah, I'm surprised, and I think it's a good thing where Puig doesn't have to kind of take over in midfield, right, and kind of go crazy like he needed to
Mhm.
last year. You know, I think it's a good balance. Cerrillo being a kid, but kind of bossing the midfield. He
Mhm.
has basically, he's keeping Brookman on the bench right now. So, and then
Yeah.
of course Delgado, he's balling out. I just took a quick look. He has 3 assists so far and a goal. So I mean, he's playing incredible. So hopefully that continues. That's going to be like a major part, having a functioning midfield that could control games. I feel like part early part of the season last year, that's kind of what was missing. And
And
then
a
the back, I
rotation
think the
too.
hmm oh
Where
yeah, definitely.
you've been able to rotate these players out. When we're in the thick of it in the summer, where all these games are coming in hot and heavy. It's going to be good to have that
Oh yeah,
rotation
now you have Fagundes off the bench, or even
starting.
starting in place of Pack, right? Or now the back, you have it was a Yamane at the right, you have Aude on the left, so brand new wing backs. Yoshida in the middle. Savala Savaleta looks pretty good as well, and then I feel like the goalkeeper was a real upgrade with McCarthy at the back. So, I mean, it's really like a revamped roster from what you saw last year. But
Yeah.
I feel like Greg Vanny has playing at a pretty good level, kind of working his system right and putting kind of like a more attacking style of play, which is I think has been great so far.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm seeing is a lot of overloads. Like, you're trying to double team Ricky, and that leaves space for Paintsel or stuff like that. And I saw this metric on Twitter too, on X, talking about Paintsel is one of the, if not the fastest, he is one of the top 3 fastest players in MLS right now. His sprint speed's like 24 miles per hour. That's crazy. He's really going up and down these wings at a very, very high speed. Not only that, but he has that finishing touch too. He's already scored that goal. He's already kind of taken that off his chest per se. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this team is shaping up. It will shape up in the future, but so far so good with this LA Galaxy team.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think the overall the roster looks like pretty well rounded, and you have the starting 11 round out, and then once you get these guys back and healthy, it'll just be even better, right? To just have a good rotation both for the starting 11 and then coming off the bench. Yeah, and I think with these next few games coming up, that's going to give us a real good indication of kind of the progress they've done so far. But so far, I think they look good, and it feels good being on top of the table as well, not
Yeah.
being
Not at
stuck
the
in,
bottom.
what was it, ninth place for it felt like half the season, right, last year.
Yeah. The other thing too is, I mean, maybe this is just me being critical or nitpicky, but I wouldn't mind seeing a star player on the team. I mean, Paintsel is a star, a star in the making and all that, but I wouldn't mind seeing a big name too. It's Hollywood, it's LA. We deserve a big player, so we'll see. I mean, I'm
Am
sure
I,
that that's probably in the works somewhere.
are you been in the transfer rumors
Yeah,
on Twitter, or the one that comes to mind? You're just saying the star name would be Griezmann. I think that'd be
Griezmann.
like
Yep.
the obvious one. And come on,
Yeah.
it's LA, and he said he'd come to LA, so that'd be nice. Um, I don't know how he would fit in here. I think he would be a decent, pretty good fit with the team, either like as a like striker, like a false nine or something like that. But yeah, that'd be nice. It's gonna bring. I'm sure it's gonna increase the prices on tickets for sure.
Hmm. Not for me, at
But
least this
it'll
year.
kind of have like that yeah, for next year, right? But
Next
star
year, for
attraction wouldn't. Yeah, imagine just a Griezmann Galaxy shirt. That'd be fire.
that'd be
So
cool. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully a big name. I know they're throwing around center back too as a possible addition because of Jalen Neal's kind of injury woes. Sad story too. I mean, not sad because I'm sure the guy's in good health and he's trying his best to get back. But he Jalen Neal had a lot of promise in him. A lot of starts last year. He has this groin issue right now that he just hasn't been able to get around since last year. So we're one center back right now, but so far Zavaleta. I don't know if you've seen Zavaleta. He was the center back, kind of covering his place, and he ended up scoring the last game. So can't really complain with that so far. But it would be nice to
No,
have a little bit more depth.
he looks. Yeah, he looks good. Yeah, I think that might be a position where we might be a little light, especially with like the injuries stack up there. But no,
Yeah,
I think
especially that.
they're pretty solid right now. But yeah, of course, I would like Neo to come back healthy soon, and that would just kind of strengthen up the back, right, and kind of give some flexibility, right, with especially with not just the MLS season, but some of the, we got the, what is it, the two additional cup, right, campaigns that the Galaxy is going to be in as well. So yeah, I think maybe some a star signing and maybe during the summertime, or just to add to the back, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see. Speaking of competitions, I mean, we have cup competitions. I'm sure coming up soon for the Galaxy. Hopefully, you can go with me to the Chivas Galaxy game. That'd be pretty cool to see Chicharito come back, and because Galaxy are playing Chivas here, I think in the next few months.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that'd be nice. Actually, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of Chivas fans though, but
Yeah, you went with me to the Leon game, no?
that'd be nice. Yeah,
I think so, or no?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Maybe my memory's kind of been bad recently, man. But
Yeah, I feel you.
yeah, that'd be good to watch a Chivas Galaxy game. That'd be a really good, nice atmosphere for sure.
Yeah, so we'll look ahead to the LA Galaxy's game this week and see how that goes. But if you're okay, I mean, I don't mind transitioning into a little bit of Orange County Soccer Club. I know we talked about them briefly, but are you anything else you want to touch up on the LA Galaxy?
No, I think we covered it. Just no, just hoping the run of form continues and they kind of build off this nice start to the season. No, but going now to the OCFC. To be honest, I haven't kept up too much. I haven't seen too many of their games. I think I caught the season opener, um, and then I've maybe watch a highlight here and there. But they're kind of similar position to LA Galaxy. They've had a nice start to the season. Remember last year too, they had a really bad start. That's when the manager got let go, right? Early, first half of the season, but so far I think they look. I mean, the manager Carson's kind of implemented a nice, I don't know, style of play that they carried last year that they implemented, right. I know they had kind of premature exit out of the playoffs, but that happens, right? Kind of knockout games, but they've kind of carried that over. They seem to just be flying. I think they have one loss. I think it was the second game of the season, but they've looked pretty good. They had a couple draws, a win, and I think they're sitting second or first in the Western Conference. So overall, I think they look solid. And again, they seem to have this good mix of like veterans and like young players, which I like. They're kind of becoming kind of the USFL kind of team that develops a lot of young talent. So
Yeah, no, we,
yeah,
we talked about it on the last episode too, that they're becoming this place that can really send these kids to Europe. I mean, they've sent a lot of players already to Europe in the last 3 or 4 years. So it's it's kind of circumventing, from what I can see, it's circumventing that next pro that the MLS is having, because a lot of talent is falling into that next pro, and next pro is really like a third division or fourth division league. They're not even, it shouldn't even be a second league. Like the USL truly is a second league, in my opinion, at least. So then you know, you have these players that are balling out now, like Cameron Dunbar, who was an ex LA Galaxy player, briefly went to Minnesota for like a year or a little less than a year, but now he's balling out here in Orange County again, scoring goals and assists. So hopefully his career kind of goes up. I know that he's a young guy. He's his dad. I know not personally, but I saw his dad. They're a big supporter of his son. So hopefully good things for him. But yeah, that's really, I haven't really been keeping up with Orange County Soccer Club either. Just highlights and stuff like that along the way. But so far so good for both. both teams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking, early part of the season looking good, and yeah, hopefully that continues. I'm hoping to catch at least one game while I'm down in Orange County at some point this year. I always like their kind of
Stadium.
their beer fest that they put together right usually before home games. So
Yeah, those are
get that the dollar beer. I
yeah.
don't know if they still have that, but
I
yeah,
don't know
that's
if they
always
still.
fun, especially like during the springtime before the summertime. That'd be nice. But
I want to take a
yeah,
minute to talk about
yeah, but
the Orange County Soccer Club's uniform. Man, it's pretty. Have you seen it?
no, I have not.
The home
What
jersey.
what's the big change or
They on the actual jersey. There's the streets, like the Orange County streets on there, so you can see like Harbor and like all the actual like it's an actual map of the Orange County like on their kit. So, and it's black, so it's pretty cool. It looks cool to me. It looks cool because when you see that map on their jersey, you can automatically know, hey, that's Orange County.
oh nice. No, I have not had a chance to see it. Did you see it, like in a post or like you got a
Yeah,
chance
in
to
the post.
see like
They,
like the
they were marketing it a lot when it came out, and I saw it on Facebook and
Mhm.
Twitter, stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, their merch is like unmatched. I feel like they always have good options. I remember I have like the windbreaker sweater. What else? Maybe a hat. So yeah, they always have good looking merch. And yeah, the black and orange. I feel like it's a good color combination for them as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, maybe I'll take a look. Yeah,
those
it
Amigos
sounds
colors. I
sounds
just
like a
realized that.
cool uniform designer. Yeah,
I just realized Los Amigos colors for Orange County. They're just following us.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wonder what the
Los
why
Amigos
that
High.
is. Kind of you see that yeah, that color combo in Orange County.
Hey, I'll
Yeah,
take
but
it.
yeah, I feel like they're yeah they yeah, I'm excited. They have a good. I feel like they're a good organization that is being run properly. So yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking. Sorry. I'm just kind of looking at their merch now. So
See,
wow, they
there you
have
go.
some good stuff. Yeah, they have a nice jacket too on there. So I might have to go through one of these home games and see if I can get one.
Buy some more stuff. Yep. Too bad we don't got our discount anymore, but it's all right. Speaking of discounts, lots of discounts on LA Galaxy
Yeah.
merchandise at the outlet at the Orange Mall. I'm sure they're everywhere though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 60%
Yeah,
off
I need
jerseys.
to. I would like. Nice. Yeah, I want to get. I like to get like a windbreaker, or I saw. I don't know if it was a windbreaker, like or jacket design that I saw posted. I think it was like towards the end of last year, but uh, it looked really nice. But I haven't had a chance to go to a game yet. If not, I would have already bought it. I'm sure if I found it at the shop.
We'll check it out soon. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to Orange County Soccer
Yeah,
Club.
yeah. Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how Orange County kind of shapes up this year, and hopefully they can make a deep playoff run as well.
Yeah, that'll be yeah. That kind of carries a little bit of luck, but I feel like they'll have a whole year to kind of build off kind of what they did towards the end of last year, and I feel like they'll be one of the favorites to for the championship.
Yeah, and I mean that wraps it up for me for Orange County Soccer Club. Is there anything else you want to add for that?
No, I think that covers it. Now, just again looking forward to this weekend's game. should be a good one. The only thing I was gonna say, have you been? I guess before we kind of wrap things up, have you been keeping up with the Premier League or or no?
Yeah, I have. My
You're-
Spurs are sitting fifth. That's all I know. Arsenal is number one, which freaking sucks. I wish they would just fall off the table. But how about you? Have you been keeping up?
Yeah, for the most part. So you have like it's basically a three team race. So it's like Arsenal, Liverpool, and City are like at the top, and there's only like a point difference in between them. So I feel like City has the advantage. I feel like at some point Arsenal's gonna Arsenal.
Really?
Liverpool is probably like the more threat to City just because of Klopp. I'm not sure if I trust the Arsenal manager just yet, but we'll see. It's interesting. It's gonna be It seems like it's gonna be like a dogfight all the way to the end. So
And that's more
I
fun
think that
than
makes it exciting.
yeah.
It makes it exciting. It, it it's I don't like it when a team runs away with it. So this should be a 3-team race. That should be very exciting. Each week is going to be, exciting. I feel like.
Yeah, and have you been keeping up with any of the national teams or anything like that?
Man, well, now that you bring it up, kind of a little bummed out that Mexico lost to the U.S. I
Keep
kind of want
losing.
Burkhalter to. I just want him to get fired. I don't like him at all, but they look pretty good. But I'm not sure if it was. I mean, it was a combination of them looking good and Mexico not playing well, and then not playing their best striker up front. It's baffling, man, how they can't play Jimenez in the starting 11. I think there's like a joke that Televisa phones in the the starting 11 for Mexico
Mm,
just because of like their influence, right, for like
yeah.
promoting the MX players. But yeah, I'm hoping kind of Mexico turns it around. But right now it's like the US, they look really well the other day. So I can't fault them, but Burkhalter has got to go. I feel like
Mhm.
a better manager would take advantage of the type of roster he has.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, the Mexico did win the jersey game because their new jerseys they dropped are really fire, really nice jerseys.
they
That
they
red one
they
is
they
fire.
won they the fate of the game goes to Mexico.
Yeah, they might have not won the war, but they won the battle.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
but
man.
it's all right. I mean, the real quick too, I want to touch on just because it's going viral. This Brazilian wonder kid Enrique, have you heard of him?
Oh yeah, he scored against England the other day.
Yeah, man, I saw his highlights. This kid balls out, just balling, doesn't even care about anyone, and he's 16 years old, just dribbling around people. The flow, I mean, kind of reminds me of, how dare I say it, old time Messi, just flowing through
Oh
people.
really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen him play. He plays for Barcelona, right?
Real Madrid now, and then
Oh yeah.
Spanish kid.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a
Yeah.
Spanish kid that plays for Barcelona who's 16 as well. So that's going to be the new
Yeah.
rivalry, them two.
What is it, Yamal or something like that? I think he
Yeah,
plays for
something
the
like that.
Spanish national team, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So yes, so he plays for Real Madrid, the Brazilian kid you're talking about.
Hmm.
There's who is it? Roque. He plays for
Hmm.
Barcelona. I think he's like
Yeah.
he just came. He's like he plays behind Lewandowski. I'm gonna butcher. I don't know. The
Lewandowski.
Polish striker Lewandowski. Yeah, he's a pretty good. He's also kind of like one of the like handful of like Brazilian like wonder kids that are coming through. So
Hmm.
Barcelona and Real Madrid have one, but yeah, that kid looks. I mean, he was doing that. He did that against England, and England, they're one of the top teams. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess kind of talking about international play. Yeah, but I'm not too, like I said, I root for both U.S. and Mexico, but Mexico is not looking great.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully they can
we'll
turn that
see. We
around
shall
soon.
see.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing I was gonna say, you're keeping. I know you're a big Harry Kane fan, so
Uh,
he does have 30. He does have 31 goals in the league, so he's for sure winning the Golden Boot in the. But I think he's cursed, dude. He's 10 points off from Bayer Leverkusen for the lead. So there's something about Harry Kane and not being able to win any like a trophy. So
let's keep
there's
that. Let's
that.
keep that momentum. Yeah. Let's keep that going. Traitor,
Keep the
man.
streak going.
Last
That is crazy.
year,
How do you have 32 goals and you are 10 points away from the league leader? That's insane.
yeah,
And that's after
crazy.
Bayern won the league, dude, for about 12 straight years.
Hopefully that streak's gonna end this time around, but we'll see. I
Yeah,
mean, it's a lot of news everywhere, all around the world. Soccer news all the time. It's gonna
yeah,
be exciting.
yeah, yeah. We have the maybe we'll have a Champions League is kind of in the thick of things, right? So
Mhm.
I know you don't have a dog in the fight, but we have City and Real Madrid in the next round. Was it the last was it court the last eight? So that should be a good one coming up. I think this coming month in April. So we got that.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Yeah, exciting news. We'll definitely touch on that when that happens. But so I mean, so far we've talked about a lot of stuff. We've talked about the LA Galaxy, kind of their recent run of form, some standout players for the LA Galaxy. Briefly touched on Orange County Soccer Club and world soccer as a whole. Anything you want to add to the podcast, Chris?
No, I think I rambled enough, man. I think that covers it.
Yeah, me too. I think we're good for this episode. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Our handles are going to be below in the description. Thanks again, and signing off.
All right, till next time.
Till next time. See ya.